Hey y'all, this is Renaissencia, but you can call me Marjorie. In high school, I took art classes every year and every semester. My high school art teacher, who I still adore to this day, shout out to Miss Arnold, had a giant poster of Francisco Goya's Saturn devouring his son hanging on the wall. So that particular artwork has always stuck with me. Earlier this year, in my pursuit to try to get better at illustrating and painting, I thought I could do some master studies or artworks inspired by the old masters. But I also wanted it to be fun for me, so I thought, why not combine them with Ghost? So the first piece in this series is Papa Nihil Devouring His Son. The other studies or inspirations I'm considering to do are from Peter Max, J.C. Leyendecker, this absolute gem by Remedios Varo, and a few other masterworks. As for this piece, it was my first time drawing Papa Nihil, and it definitely shows. I made a lot of mistakes during the whole process because usually if you see my old speed paints, you know that I do a secondary digital sketch on top of the other sketches just to make sure I have all the details down and everything's looking correct. But for this piece, I just jumped straight into painting over the sketch. And it was very enjoyable and it was very freeing. I felt really in my element, but so many mistakes were made. I kept forgetting parts of his robe. I forgot what details were actually there until I had started rendering some areas, so it was kind of a mess and took a bit longer than it probably should have. But even then, it didn't take as long as some of my other pieces. But as far as the details, like the small little golden details on his robe, I have horrible eyesight in general, and I could not find a good photo that really showed the detail on every part of his robe to really get those correct. And also I did not have it in me to painstakingly detail every single element. But I also felt like it wasn't necessary for this piece. If you look at the original painting by Francisco Goya, it's not overly detailed. It's very loose and it's very expressive, but not super detail heavy. So that's kind of like my excuse. But speaking of the original piece by Francisco Goya, something I don't like about my version is that I don't like my brush strokes, and I've had this problem a lot with my recent art. I don't really like how my brush strokes are kind of boring, but I have a hard time using some of the other brushes in my artwork program. I'm just gonna have to experiment a little bit with different brushes and try to find one that I can still work comfortably like I do with my current brush, but still manage to get a bit more texture and detail in my brushwork. But that is going to be it for today. Like I said, this speed paint didn't take very long. It's very short today. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know what you think of it and if you think that Cardi would be a delicious snack. I'll catch y'all later.